subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
Brother Marak, hop on, sir.
What up, Tariq? What up, the fam?
What's up, brother? How?
Um, doing all right, doing all right. I did want to mention two things really quickly. The first thing was the whole discussion about gatekeeping blackness. Now, it is a lot of people. It is a lot of real FBAs out here who thoroughly believe that we should gatekeep it. I'm not one of them,
Right,
but but yeah, this idea that having a double nationality isn't really a great idea, because blackness is a race and it's our ethnonym. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword to a certain degree, and that's why I kind of skate away from it, even though I have been on their side to a certain degree, talking about how you know fighting with other tethers about our ethnonym and what it means to be black when they don't even claim it themselves.
right, right.
But one other thing I wanted to mention as well was there's a lady that called a girl called in yesterday about our history and our enslavement and how basically Oxford has made it clear that there was no definitive transition to slavery to involve Africans until 1715. So who were these Negroes in 1619?
Mm. Yeah, yeah, there were definitely black people here. And yeah, on the census form, yeah, those 19 that they brought from it was I think I want to say it was a Portuguese slave ship or something. They were on a French ship, but then the Portuguese got them. It was something real weird. That ship was intercepted, but they brought those 19 or 20 or so enslaved people here. But when they did a census form, there was already a whole bunch of black people already in Virginia. There were black people who were in North Carolina, um, brought in by Sir Francis Drake from Central America, in like the late 1500s. So yeah, we've been documented being here, definitely. And then you had the black people who were in San Miguel del Guadape. That was 1526 over in the Georgia, South Carolina area. They actually rose up against the Spanish and ran them out. And then these black people mixed in with the Native Americans there. When DeSoto, I think it was DeSoto, who came a little later, he ran into that Indian tribe and saw that the black male had married Queen Copita. He married one of the red native queens. So yeah, it's very well documented stuff. Very well documented. And then you had what was the other? It was one of those guys, one of those Spanish explorers went down to the Gulf of Mexico where New Orleans was, said he saw a bunch of black Indians down there. That's why, family, when you see them do the Mardi Gras down in New Orleans, there's a reason why they have the black Indians. There's a reason why. Those black Indians have always been in that area. So real deep history. Real deep history. Um, but as far as the um the delineation and all of that, if people got um, some ideas on gatekeeping blackness, knock yourself out. If you think you can get some progress with whatever, I look at things from a legal standpoint. Again, I just look at it from a legal standpoint and what people can use legally. And there's a lot of people can use legally. That's why when it comes to us and our lineage, I stick to lineage, foundational Black American. That just makes everything simpler. Yeah? And it works. It makes sense. It's simple. It works. Um, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. But anyway, let me get some more folks in here. Let's get Shaq G in the building. Let's get Shaq G, and then we'll get Nivek. I think that's your name. Shaq, what's up, brother?
Yeah, what's up? How you doing, Tariq? This is Shaq, right out of Texas and Ben Harbor, Michigan.
What
Look,
part of what part of Texas?
huh? Dallas area.
Go ahead, brother.
But look, I've been hearing you right. You say, I heard you talking the other day, right,
Right.
on the black thing,
Yes.
and now you say, black is a race, right? And you'll say, like, we got black Venezuelans, you got black Chinese men, China man, and all that, right? Now, I got an issue with that because look, in them countries, even though some of the people might be dark, even in Africa, right? When you say that they were black, you will say the name of their country or the name of their tribe meant black. If it's not spoken in English, then they shouldn't be considered black like us.
Mhm.
They should be considered whatever language they were speaking, that's what they say they are. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if you're gonna call somebody black, right? The only people that I could see saying that they black like us would be people that's part our diaspora, which would be the people that were enslaved by English speaking people that called them black. You know, and I know it'd be hard for us to get everybody on track with that. But just because something hard don't mean that it can't be done. And then it don't even got to be a political purpose. You know what I mean? It's just like when we stop white people from saying nigga. You know what I mean? It just makes sense to a lot of us. And
But
you know,
but here's the thing. This is not my opinion. All right, let's be clear. This is not my opinion. I'm going by what the US Census form. Now, yeah, some of those tribes over there, yeah, they call themselves something totally different. You go to I've been in tribes with jet black people with afros over in Asia. Yeah, they call themselves a certain thing. But I'm saying if one of those groups came over here, based on how the US Census, the way they classify things, that would give them a legal classification. A lot of these folks can come over and just be black legally. Right. That's either true or not true, right?
okay, yeah, but this what else I wanted to say. You
Right.
just made me remember. I got a little nervous, so I forgot what I was gonna say. See, a lot of us, it ain't about a political thing or a legal thing. It's about an everyday thing in everyday life where these people understand when they around us that they not gonna be given the pass to call themselves black in front of us.
All right.
Like we didn't allow people to say nigga in front of us.
Now there's
Where they gonna get some straightening and understand that when they say, "Hey, what are you?" Oh, Ethiopian American, yeah, because you know you're gonna get checked about it.
right,
You know what I mean? Like, I think we should take offense when somebody from a foreign country comes to America and considers themselves us. Because you not me, right?
right.
If I'm a Brown, if my last name Brown and my I got a friend come over to stay, they live with me for a month, they don't instantly become a Brown just because you live with me.
Now listen.
This my crib.
All right.
You heard? And you're gonna have to follow the rules. That's all it is. That's why I say I feel like we should start flexing our, but you know, that's my opinion. And that's just it got nothing to do with political.
Right,
It's
but
just about being black in America and flexing on people that ain't from here.
right
That's
here,
my opinion.
here's
You know.
the thing. Here's the thing. That's cool. But if somebody from Kenya, like the guy who called earlier, he he might be like, "Oh, I'm not black, I'm Kenyan. I'm not black, I'm Kenyan." If he comes over here, you do understand, does he legally have the right to say that he's black based on the census forms?
Oh yeah, see, I guess on legally, you know, thinking about legally, but I'm thinking about like
I,
regular life. You know,
I
things start from
okay,
the. It's like a grassroots thing.
no, no, but okay,
Start
but
getting
regular,
some straightening, like you know,
but
before we even think
oh,
about legal. Get them, huh?
put down, brother. No, no, no. Regular life is governed by laws. All right, everything you do in regular life is governed by laws.
Hey, check it out. In Michigan, look, we never followed the law on smoking weed. We were smoking in front of the police. I grew up halfway
And
in Michigan.
dudes got locked up in Michigan.
Not they couldn't lock up everybody. It got tiresome. So you know, it got to a point they
one
just
of my
smash it into the
hold
ground.
on, one of my
You know,
best dude, one of my best friends damn near got a life sentence for weed. You know what I'm saying? Because he was distributing weed. So yeah,
no, I didn't say distributing. I'm like
I
smoking weed.
understand.
I'm saying like I said, they're just smashing in the ground. I'm like saying smoking it, right? And to the point that now is you know is recreational because you can't stop it if people just doing it, right? So that's all I was saying is like if we saying we the only black and we regulating that on a grassroots level, that's just what it's gonna be, and it's gonna start snowballing. That's just my opinion. You know, I ain't political. You know what I mean?
Now
But
you're going to enforce that. That's the thing. If you want to
we enforce the niggas back in the day, I mean, it got kind of soft with
Dude,
the
yeah,
youngsters, you know.
white boys
It,
running up. You go somewhere, white boys and Mexicans are just yelling nigger like it's water. They going all over saying that.
well, things changed. You know what I'm saying? We stopped. I don't think y'all taught y'all kids how to enforce it. You know what I mean? The people that got kids, and I don't think they taught them to enforce that, because you got to start off in school enforcing that when you get around people that ain't from your culture.
Yeah,
You gotta, so they know when they grown.
but
You know, they done already
got
got trained.
but you got people like Fat Joe, who's basically essentially a white Latino, because he's called himself white several times, and then he'll be black one week, and then he says, I can say nigga anytime I feel like it, I can say the N-word, whoop-de-whoop, and he's not being pressed by that, by nobody.
Yeah, because the generation before me was Pan African and they considered everybody black. You know, they like, oh, they black like us, you know. And we kind of believed it, man. You know, in elementary, I had a little African pendant. We thinking everybody, if they ain't white, they black, you know. So that's how it got mixed up. You heard? But you know,
There,
now that we know it ain't that, it's like we got to get straightened again. People got to get back to, you know, standing on that, you know, you remember the saying, it's a black thing, you wouldn't understand it, right? And that was a big thing, right?
yes,
So we just got to get back.
thank you so much, brother. Listen, family, that's what I don't get into. I don't want to get into circular debates with other people like that, because you can't really enforce that. You can try, but I don't really want to get into circular debates like that. I'm too busy for that. Now listen, let me say this. If some of y'all want to argue with some foreigners about the lack of blackness or whatever, because yeah, I get it. These people don't really classify as black. When they get around here and if there's a check, let me tell you something. They flip. When you see some of these Juneteenth scholarships, it's a bunch of damn Nigerians and Ghanaians and Afro Latinos going for that. I don't like that at all. I'm vehemently against that. But legally and technically, they can get away with it because they can circle back to damn black. That's why I'm like, hey, foundational Black American, let's shut this down now. If y'all want to do all that, knock yourself out. I'm shutting this down now. I ain't got time for all that. I want to cut off the damn spigot right now. Foundational Black American, that cuts off the right now. And they ain't got no argument for that. You see, I don't do prison babble, because sometimes a lot of cats got that prison babble mentality where you want to sit around and just debate incessantly. Damn that. I want to cut this off now. You ain't foundational Black American. That's it. And if there's a Juneteenth program or scholarship, make it for foundational Black Americans only. Make a Juneteenth program lineage based. That will shut it down. That's all you got to do. Just make it simple. I'm very simple and practical. If some of y'all say, "Oh no, hell no, I want to stand up for blackness. We got to own it. I's gonna fight for it." Hey, go knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. If you got the time to sit up here arguing about Kamala and all that, because that's what people were doing for the last few months, arguing back and forth, going on and on and on about how black Kamala Harris is. She ain't black. Oh, she's black. Oh, she ain't black. She's black. My argument, she ain't foundational Black American. Now, everybody get the fuck out of my face. There it is. If you got the time, I just don't have the time. Some of you got time. I don't. I do not have the time to argue in circles with people. You know? And your argument shouldn't be consistent or shouldn't be contingent upon whether or not I'm going to go along with it. I'm not going to sit here and go along with no long ass debate with people. All right. Let me get let me see. We got a lot of people in here. Let's get brother Marcel. Let's get Marcel in here. Brother Marcel. I'm good, man. How are you?
real quick. One, I thought you made it very clear that you can see both sides of the argument. So I'm not sure why people are trying to convince you of something that you already said you can understand. People, what you're saying is true. That racially, people have been called black for centuries, for eons. But you get that here in America, culturally, when people hear black, they're thinking of foundational black Americans and freedmen. However, legally, people have been allowed from other countries to come here and call themselves black. You've already made it very clear. In fact, you've gotten on tethers who like to call themselves black, and then they'll go and start an Ethiopian American organization or Jamaican American organization, while we are the ones shaping and advocating for all black people. They will stick to their nationality or their tribe and yet dibble and dabble in blackness. So you said you get both sides of the issue. I do too. However, that's why I'm focusing on our status of freedmen and gatekeeping that. That's what I think should be our focus. The second thing I would like to say, well, really, this will be my last point because you kind of already just addressed what I was going to say, is the guy, that other Marcel that came up here. This is kind of something that Dr. Umar Johnson says all the time. And I did a little podcast. It's not really my thing. Hats off to you because it takes a lot of discipline to do what y'all do more than people realize. I had offered one time to debate Dr. Umar Johnson because he keeps bringing up that point about how we spend money and how we need to save more. First of all, our research into this issue shows that we, as Foundation Black Americans, save the most, more than any other group, even though we have the least amount of wealth. But we have to spend more of the money we have on necessities, more than any other group. That's by design. But two, no other group in America has saved their way into wealth. All the groups in America that have wealth was given to them by the government. We are actually the only group that the wealth we have was done, and that's in spite of the government sabotaging every single time we built ourselves up. So I just wanted to say that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you, brother. Very good information. Let's get brother Smooth in. Smooth J.
What's up, Flex? Detroit, Michigan, man.
Oh,
A lot of these cats just, you've been stated this, bro, for years. You always stayed on the same stuff you've been saying. A lot of these cats are just jealous of you, bro. Let's just be real. Let's open it up. So you got some new cats coming over here, lost, and then you got cats that's been over here jealous of you because they events failed and not working out. So they trying to find any and everything to just push and hate, man. So that's really what it all is.
real, real talk.
You look at the people. You said what?
I said real talk. I feel that.
Yeah, if you look at the people who's coming with these jesters and bringing this stupid stuff, it's the same people been hating for 3 years. Same jealous people, and they try to get popping, and it just don't work out. And I wanted to say something else because the cat came up here and brought my name up one day some days ago. I be working at night times. I'm a truck driver,
Yeah.
but we got these agents, this memes on this app that we got to watch out from, and watch out from people that try to start amongst the groups, people, because they can't show their face. I'm telling they suspect.
Yeah.
You can't trust people like that. If they can't show their face, they can't stand on their business. They suspect. My face is on my app. I work with kids. All my work is on my app. I got my family. I've been having my family tree on my app, and them other cats can't do that. So man, you can't take nothing from me to them haters out there. But shout out to you, Flex. I respect your work, bro. I'm a ride with you, and somebody come up to that museum with disrespect, I'm there. I'm up, but I land there.
Man, much respect to you, brother Smooth. Shout out to brother Smooth. Shout out to brother Smooth. Let's get Nick. Nick in the building.
Hey, my good man, how's it going?
What?
Hey, Tariq Nasheed, I'm shocked that you didn't call the gentleman that spoke before the one that just spoke out, because I'm pretty sure you have a 10 the amount of wealth that you have working for it, right? I don't think the government just handed you something.
I never got.
That's
I didn't get.
it, but he said that most of the people that have attained certain amount of success was given to them by the government. That's not true. There are people that actually work for what they have.
Which guy said that? I missed that one. Which guy said that?
The one before the one that just left.
Okay.
It says a group of people that got the wealth, it was given to them by the government. That's not true.
Okay.
That's a fact.
I didn't catch that part. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. How you been, brother? You good?
I'm good, man. I've been grinding for a green card, my
Yes,
guy.
get that hairline. You go to an FBA barber to get your hairline straight.
Oh, he messed it up again, so I'm done with
It
him.
must have
So
been
no
one of your
more.
fellow tethers.
Oh man, I agree, man. I'm gonna fix it though, so I'm not gonna cut it for the next 6 months. Let it grow, then I'll fix it.
Man, my man. All right, let's do your thing, brother. Looks like an oak tree by the head. But yeah, we got to get his hairline right. He's down in Florida. Speaking of barbers, I'm gonna be in Houston next week. So my Houston people, let me know some of the barbers down there. I gotta holler at some of the Houston barbers down there. Where's the Houston family? I'm gonna be down there in Houston, kicking it. All right. A lot of folks in here. Do y'all want to get TS Giselle in the building? Well, let's get it over with. TS Giselle is here. We're gonna get TS Giselle in the building. TS Giselle in the building. TS Giselle, hop on.
Good evening, everyone. So I'll be really quick, Tariq. You know why I'm here. Um, I guess you know the cat's out of the bag. Coming in the spring of 2025, the FBA Gossip Podcast featuring Tariq Nasheed and Tia Giselle.
Oh no,
I'd like to thank my creative team. And so, Tariq, I wish you would have the pleasure. I wish you would have the pleasure to play the theme song to our podcast that's coming. You know, the fans asked for this.
the
The
theme
fans.
song is "What a Man" by Salt and Pepper. It's gonna be about both of us. But anyway, what?
No, Tariq, I put it in the Jumbotron. If you can just play it for the space, it's only like a minute
Oh,
long. I think it's really good. You should play it for the space. This is the first listen. My creative team worked very hard on this. And so I think that your fans, excuse me, our fans, would love to hear it, Tariq. So why don't you give it a spin?
oh, I'm cool. I'm cool. But thank
Give it a spin,
no,
Tariq.
no. Only song I'm gonna play about you is "Dude Looks Like a Lady." That's it. But other than that, I'm not playing any other songs. All right. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. All right. Let me get some more people in here. Or and not doing no podcast. I'm gonna get the Kenyan man to sick one of them ostriches on your ass. All right. Let me see. We got a lot of people in here. Let's get let me see. Let me get Nivek. Let's get Nivek in here. Had you on earlier. You got down for some reason. Nivek, what's happening? Let's get Nivek in the building. And then we're gonna get the
Yellow.
what's up, Nivek?
Yeah, what's up, Tariq? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How are
Big FBA, man. I'm Gucci. I wanted to know, have you heard Kendrick's new release
you? Somebody
today?
that shit is banging.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm talking about I believe in instant classics. I'm not with that give something some time or whatever. No. You hear the passion, you hear the delivery, the lyrical content. It is an amazing piece of art. For real, for real.
Yeah, so proud.
Um,
Did a
I'm
phenomenal job.
sorry.
Very proud of him. He did a phenomenal job.
Absolutely, for real. And a lot of buzz is going on right now as far as like put the quotation fingers up, black and brown coalition thing going on right now because he has a couple of brown artists on there and stuff like that. So uh what I pretty much want to get your take on that. You know what I'm saying? As far as
Yeah,
him bringing the whole LA thing together and all of that, especially like with the pop up,
yeah,
and
yeah.
yeah,
You know,
God, I'm sorry.
let me touch on that because yeah, they, the artists out here, they got to really do the black and brown thing because that's their primary audience. To be honest, a lot of the artists they really got to kind of pander and do the black and brown thing because most of the radio programmers out here on the West Coast are Hispanic. When you go to the concerts, most of the audience goers are Hispanic. Even on Ice Cube's new album, he has a song with Be Real, and Ice Cube's his album is popping too. Ice Cube got a very good album. The Man Down album, very good. They got a song on there where they use a cameo sample. It's tight as hell. I forgot what the name of it. And my brother David Banner did a track for him, the Fighting for Paradise. It's a fly ass song. It's a good album. Ice Cube has a very good album. Y'all check out that Man Down album. But he has a song on there with Be Real, and he was beefing with Be Real when they were in West Side Connection. So, and speaking of West Side Connection, I really wish Cube and Mac 10 can, put their beef to the side. I know it's something that involved family, something that involved Cube's wife's brother, and it was a whole thing. And that's why we haven't seen the West Side Connection, but a West Side Connection joint would be fire right now. West Side Connection joint would be so damn fire. So, but I get it. I get what people got beefs. Sometimes there's some beefs that you can't really overlook. But my thing is, if Cube, you did a record with Be Real, you can possibly get back in with Mac 10. I don't know. But I'm not there. So I can't speak on other grown men's business. So I won't do that. I'm speaking as a fan. You don't know what went down personally. Because look, I've had beefs with folks. There's some folks that I work with, some folks I wouldn't work with at all. Like Umar, I would work with Umar. I don't have a problem with Umar. I support what Umar does. I have a lot of respect for what Umar does. So yeah, I would work with Umar. I work with him again. And even though I've clowned and all that, we went back and forth. But I would work with Umar. I want to see him do good. A person I wouldn't work with in a million years, Yvette Carnell. When people be like, y'all need to get together. Nigga, in a million years, I wouldn't get together with no Strappy. Strappy's an op. Now that's different. That's some op. That's an op. No. I don't once an op, always an op. Yeah. I don't rock with no damn ops. That's something different. So I get that. There's certain people that you ain't gonna never get down with. All right. Speaking of not getting down, we got the Nigerian dude, Crosshairs. Crosshairs, are you the GT guy? People are saying that you're the GT guy, and this is your Finsta account, Crosshairs.
No, he's GT.
Is that thing one of your fellow tethers, but I don't know. What's fine, Cross?
Yeah, I don't think Dr. Uma would work with you though,
I don't care. I'm just saying I would. I don't want to, but I would. I wouldn't be opposed to it.
because Dr. Uma respects Africans and you disrespect Africans at any chance you can get.
But you have a British accent, so you have no respect for Africa because you fled from it, sir.
I respect everyone that's melanated.
But you don't respect your own homeland because you would be there building it up.
But yeah, what I was gonna say is that don't you find it weird to read that you attack Africans more than you attack white people
You
now?
attack Africa by fleeing from it and letting it rot. You don't do anything for your own homeland. You have zero love for your homeland. You're sitting there with a British accent up there in London. So you don't have no respect for your homeland, sir. I have more respect for Africa than you. I've done more for Africa than you.
No, you haven't.
I promise.
But yeah, I just wanted to say you're an FBI agent. I'm a lander. Thanks,
Well,
Tariq.
that's sir. You don't have nothing to FBI against, sir. You don't have anything. What would an FBI agent need to do with fleeing tethers? Why would the FBI need to infiltrate that? The FBI has you musty tethers all in our circles. I'm never in your spaces, but you're always in ours. You see? I'd never go into tether spaces. Why would I go into a room full of must? I could give less than a damn about what y'all doing, but y'all stay up in our spaces every day. We have conversations among ourselves, y'all. Any space the FBA family creates, y'all up in there just musty to be damned. All in our business, ear hustling. Is never the other way around. None of the FBA family goes in y'all spaces. What do y'all have to say that we want to listen to? No disrespect.
From New York Times best-selling author Tariq Nasheed comes Foundational Black American Race Baiter, the groundbreaking book shaking up the conversation on race in America. As one of the most influential voices for Black Americans today, Nasheed exposes the tactics used to manipulate, subjugate, and control Black communities. In this powerful read, Tariq Nasheed equips you with the knowledge to resist injustice and reclaim your narrative. Don't miss out on the book that's redefining the game. Foundational Black American Race Baiter, available now at officialfba.com. Get your copy today.